You know what time it is, guys. It's time for another Palantir stock update. We have to break down the charts, how the stock's done today, my thoughts, and we'll break down some more insider selling that we got news of yesterday. And maybe later in the video, if we have time, we'll break down the indexes, maybe some other stocks that I'm looking at. So if y'all find value, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe. And guys, don't forget to get your free money from Moomoo. The clock's ticking. Use that link down below or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. Once you guys open up your account and fund it with your initial $100 deposit, you get 5 stocks, each of which could be valued up to $2,000. And if you fund your account with at least $1,000 on top of those 5 stocks, you get 10 more stocks, each of those up to $2,000 as well. So use that link down below, or again, go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So it's currently about 2:30, 2:25 p.m., roughly in that, ballpark here. And that means we have about an hour and a half left of trading, and all the indexes right now, at least as of now, are in the green. The Russell's up 1.1%, the Nasdaq's up 0.1%, not too bad, slightly in the green there, as the S&P's up 0.2% and the Dow's up 0.4%, and the VIX is actually up 1% as the metals keep on trucking along. We have gold up 0.4%, almost at all-time highs, $12 away from all-time highs, and we have silver up 0.7%. Now it's at $25.47 per ounce. And you guys can see Palantir is almost at $20 per share. In fact, earlier in the day, it hit over $20.30 per share. Now it's up 1.3%, up 26 cents so far on the day. And no doubt about it, guys, no doubt the bulls are in charge today, and they have been in charge the past 3 days. Let's pull up this 5-day chart and see what's going on the 5-day 5-minute. Yeah, you guys can see we slowly started to reverse, at least on this 5-day 5-minute, yesterday, right? Yesterday, we took out the highs from the previous trading day, which was on Monday. Monday, we hit about, $19.50. Then yesterday, we hit about 1980-ish, roughly. That was the peak of the day, the high of the day, in other words. And today, we hit earlier in the morning, roughly $20.30, which, guys, we took out the highs from yesterday, which, again, yesterday, we took out the highs from the previous day. So we are slowly starting to reverse to the upside here on the 5-day 5-minute, and now we can see we're struggling a bit at the highs from, when was this? About a week ago. So last Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, we failed at about $20 and 30, 40, 50-ish cents in the pre-market, and that's, again, where we're noticing a bit of resistance right now, and we're actually seeing an ascending triangle here on the 5-day 5-minute forming. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. That's at least what I'm seeing right now, which means if we do break through this point right here, being $20.50-ish cents, which again, that was the high from about a week ago and earlier today. If we do break out of there, Palantir could be moving towards that high that we hit about 10 days ago, which was at $21.85. Just like that, I know it could be quick. It's not guaranteed, obviously, but just like that, we could be breaking out towards that high yet again. So that's actually pretty good. Not bad. $19.97 is where it's at right now. So let me set my alert in the very short term at $20.50. Mark is at or above $20.50. Let's see if it breaks out of there. And again, if it does do that, maybe 21.80, 21.85 is where we could be going. So there could be more upside in the very short term if that point does end up breaking. And here on the 20-day 1-hour chart, guys, you can see that even more, or even better, rather. You can see how, if we break that point, there could be more upside. And on the 4-hour time frame, you guys can see, actually, wait a second. I want to show you one more thing here on the 20-day chart. If I get rid of this drawing set, let me clear it. You guys can see we have a head and shoulders that, even though we're up today and yesterday, that is still intact. The head and shoulders is still intact. You guys can see the left shoulder's right here. We have the head right here. Boom. You guys see that. And the right shoulder is right here, which means we're at the neckline right now, being about $20, $20.50 roughly. So if we do break out of this point, the Head and Shoulders goes out the window, which is even more bullish in the short term for the stock. So that's one point worth mentioning, that we're still under the neckline, but it might not be for long by the way the stock is moving, at least as of now, which by the time you're watching this video, maybe things have changed. But right now we do have Palantir up a good 1.2%. Not too bad. So watch out for that on the 1 hour chart. And here on the 4 hour chart, watch out, as now we are breaking above the 50 SMA, which is good. We momentarily dipped under that a couple of days ago, and it looks like buyers did come in at that 180 SMA. Now we're starting to pop off that point. So before we get too carried away here on the charts, let me show you an insider that has sold recently. Let me pull it up here on Safari and show you all what's going on. Give me a second. There we go. So you all know at this point the recent insiders before this one that just sold, I believe, yesterday. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. So you guys know the ones before that. We talked about them here on the channel. We had a bunch of sales, which we're not going to get into in this video, but you can see all the different sales here as the year is wrapping up. And Palantir, let's be honest, has gone up a ton this year. So a lot of people in the company, directors, C-suite executives, people like that, they are selling out, not completely, but they are locking in some gains as, again, the year is wrapping up and the stock has gone up a lot. Well, we got some more selling from, I believe this is the chief legal officer at Palantir, and he's been there for, I think, over a decade from what I was reading before this video as I was prepping this video. We got some selling from Ryan D. Taylor. You guys can see the top line right here. Let me zoom in a bit so you guys can see. He ended up selling on the 24th, which that ended up filing. The filing date was yesterday, so we got news of that. Yesterday, he sold out, let's see, at $19.27. You all can see right here. Again, that's the top line. You can see right there. He sold 30,573 shares, and he decreased his position by 14%. So it's not like he cut his position in half or sold everything like this person right here did, which, geez Louise, guys, who's this? David Glazer, we talked about him a couple of videos ago, I believe. He sold 99% of his position, which is nuts. But again, the chief legal officer, I believe, is his official title. Ryan Taylor, he sold not all of his position, but 14%. And now he owns roughly, or he owned 181,000 shares. He owns 150,000 now, give or take, whatever, 181 minus 30,500. So now he owns still a couple $1 million worth of stock, but he got rid of $589,000 of stock, as he sold, again, 14% of his position. So that's the most recent sale, again, from Ryan D. Taylor. He sold roughly $580, actually almost $600,000 worth of stock. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And notice how there's really no insiders buying right now. These are all sales from the insiders, and I haven't seen any buying over the past couple of months, at least according to this website that I'm using, which I'm pretty sure is fairly accurate. So yeah, interesting news there when it comes to more Palantir insiders selling. And let me show you guys what the indexes are doing now as we transition quickly here before we do wrap up the video. So let me show you here as the indexes now are slightly turning in the red. At least the NASDAQ is. Triple Q is now down about 0.04%. It looks like we hit another high this morning. We hit 394. That puts us 14 points away from all-time highs, which were hit back in the end of 2021. So about 2 years ago, guys, we hit all-time highs, and now we're almost there again. So technically, the markets have not done anything in 2 years. Well, I guess if you bought at the bottom or anywhere near the bottom, you're obviously doing well right now if you bought in this ballpark here on Triple Q. But if you bought 2 years ago, well, you're pretty much at break even right now as Triple Q is approaching 400, as, again, that's where it was 2 years ago. But if you're dollar cost averaging, you're probably fine, of course. But if you lump sum bought 2 years ago, well, it took 2 years for you to break even, and we'll see what happens in the foreseeable future. But now we're about, again, 14 to 18 points away from all-time highs, and we have a cup and handle clear as day here on Triple Q, guys, on the 3-year chart. And SPY, I believe, has that same cup and handle. Yeah, cup, handle, you guys see that, and now we're approaching, well, it looks like we're slowly breaking out, well, trying to break out of the highs from a couple of months ago, being 460, which if that does break, we could be seeing more upside on SPY, probably to all-time highs being 480, and we'll see and be patient until that happens, if it even does happen. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe here on YouTube. It's free. Follow me on X as well at Stocks Talk Stocks. And guys, don't forget to get your free stocks from Moomoo. Once you open up your account using that link down below and fund it with your initial $100 deposit, you get 5 stocks, each up to $2,000. And if you fund your account at least $1,000 on top of those 5 stocks for a limited time, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks, each up to $2,000, guys. So get on it. Use that link down below, or go to stocksrefs.com/moomoo. Get your stocks. I appreciate you all, as always, as that is an affiliate link. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next video.